What if I told you that a 12-year-old kid from Pakistan, coding websites to fund his World of Warcraft addiction, would one day become one of the most influential productivity experts on the planet? That he'd give up a prestigious medical career to make videos on the internet, and that those videos would earn him more in a single year than most doctors make in 2 decades. This is the story of Ali Abdaal, and it's absolutely wild. The immigrant story. Our story begins in 1994 in Karachi, Pakistan, where Ali Abdaal was born into a world of constant change. But this wasn't going to be a typical childhood in one place. When Ali was just 2 years old, his family made a bold move that would set the tone for his entire life. They relocated to Lesotho, a small landlocked country in southern Africa. His mother, a doctor herself, had found work there. Picture this, a toddler from Pakistan, now growing up in the mountains of another country, learning to navigate completely different cultures and languages. But the moves weren't over. After 5 years, the family returned to Pakistan for a year. Then in 2003 came the most significant transition of all. Ali, his younger brother Taimur, and their mother moved to the United Kingdom. They were now a single-parent household, with their mother working tirelessly to establish herself as a psychiatrist in the NHS. Here's what's fascinating about this early period. While most kids were playing video games purely for fun, 12-year-old Ali had discovered something that would change everything. He taught himself to code, not just as a hobby, but as a business. He started freelancing as a web designer, creating websites for clients around the world. And why? To fund his World of Warcraft addiction. Think about that for a moment. A 12-year-old immigrant kid living in a new country, learning complex programming skills, running a freelance business all so he could afford to play an online game. This wasn't just entrepreneurial spirit, this was entrepreneurial necessity disguised as teenage gaming obsession. The Cambridge years. Fast forward to 2012, Ali had just graduated from Westcliff High School for Boys in Southend-on-Sea. Like many high-achieving immigrant kids, he faced the classic dilemma: computer science or medicine. But Ali had a unique perspective on this choice. He later said, "It would be a lot more interesting to be a doctor who can code than to just be someone who can code." This wasn't just career planning, this was strategic positioning decades before anyone was talking about being multi-hyphenated. He chose medicine, but not just any medical school. He aimed for Cambridge University, one of the most prestigious institutions in the world, and he got in. But here's where Ali's story gets really interesting. While most medical students were buried in textbooks, Ali was building something else entirely. In 2013, during his second year at Cambridge, he co-founded a company called 6Med with a friend. The idea was brilliant in its simplicity. Ali and his friends had taken medical school preparation courses run by big corporations, and frankly, they thought they sucked. So they decided to do it better, cheaper, and with a social mission, offering free places to students from low-income backgrounds. And what started as a small-scale operation at their local mosque quickly exploded into something much bigger. Ali, with his web design skills, built a website and marketed it nationally. They were no longer just helping a few local students. They were serving aspiring medical students across the entire UK. Meanwhile, Ali wasn't just coasting through medical school, he was dominating it. He ranked first in his year, specifically in psychology, where he won the Passingham Prize for the most outstanding exam performance. But here's what's remarkable. He wasn't burning himself out studying 16 hours a day. He had developed what he would later call evidence-based study techniques. As Ali later reflected, "I'd spend every spare moment I had planning the next video, writing scripts or researching ideas." Even as a medical student, he was thinking like a content creator. The accidental beginning. Here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. In 2016, still a medical student, Ali started a website. In 2017, he began making YouTube videos. But this wasn't some grand vision to become an internet celebrity, it was content marketing for 6Med. Think about it, Ali had a business helping people get into medical school. What better way to attract customers than to create helpful, free content about studying and medical school life? It was brilliant marketing disguised as educational content. And as Ali put it, "I started making these videos in the knowledge that, okay, hopefully some people will watch these videos and think this guy's pretty legit. Let me sign up to his paid offerings." But then very quickly I realized that actually making this video thing is kind of fun. His first videos were exactly what you'd expect. Life as a medical student at Cambridge, study tips, exam preparation advice. But something magical was happening. People weren't just watching, they were engaging, commenting, sharing. The videos were actually good. By 2018, Ali had graduated from Cambridge with his medical degree and started working as a junior doctor in the NHS. His dream job at the time? To specialize in plastic surgery. But that same year, something happened that would change everything. He had his first viral video. The video was about studying for exams effectively. Basically everything he learned about evidence-based learning techniques condensed into one piece of content. As Ali later revealed, I had it in the back of my mind. I wanted to make a banger of a video and how to study for exams effectively. But it cannot be video number 1 because I don't know how to make videos. I'm going to make 100 videos and then this is going to be video number 100. The video ended up being number 81 and it exploded. Ali hit 100,000 subscribers in 2018, all while working full-time as a doctor. The double life. Picture this. By day, Ali is Dr. Abdaal, wearing scrubs, working 12-hour shifts, dealing with life and death situations in the NHS hospitals. By night, he's hunched over his laptop, editing videos, responding to comments, and building what was becoming a media empire. As he described it, I've been doing this YouTube video thing now for a couple of years, and I've not grown to 3M, but grown from 0 to 40,000 subscribers on my main channel, whilst only actively working 2 days per week on it. This wasn't just impressive time management, this was superhuman efficiency. But Ali had developed systems. He wasn't winging it. Every video was planned. Every piece of content served a purpose. Every process was optimized. By 2020, something incredible happened. Ali hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. To put this into perspective, most YouTubers take years to reach this milestone if they ever do. Ali did it while working as a full-time doctor during a global pandemic. But the real shock came when Ali decided to test something. Friends like Tiago Forte and David Perel suggested he create a course and charge $2,000 for it. Ali was terrified. I'd never charge $2,000 for anything, he said. He created the Part-Time YouTuber Academy, expecting maybe 12 people to sign up for the beta. The result? In the end, 350 people signed up and we made $250,000 in a week, which would have been 5 years worth of salary working full-time as a doctor in the UK. Let that sink in. In 1 week, Ali made more money than he would have earned as a doctor in 5 years. The identity crisis. But making money wasn't the hardest part. The hardest part was the identity crisis that followed. Ali grappled with a profound question. Do I really want to become the guy who leaves medicine where there's a shortage of doctors during a global pandemic to become an influencer making videos on the internet? This wasn't just about a career change. This was about identity, purpose, and societal expectations. Ali had spent his entire life working toward becoming a doctor. His mother was a doctor. Medicine was prestigious, respected, meaningful. YouTube felt frivolous. But here's what Ali realized. The impact he could have made through teaching and inspiring millions of people online might actually be greater than the impact he could have treating patients one by one. As he put it, most of my childhood was spent chasing this dream of making magical internet money that mostly didn't work out. And it was like a string of failures. But when I did end up making magical internet money, I felt that a lot of the failures from childhood had been worth it. The turning point came when Ali took a break from medicine in August 2020. Originally planning to travel the world, the pandemic forced him to stay put. Instead, he threw himself into the business full-time. The explosion. What happened next was extraordinary. With Ali's full attention on the business, everything exploded. His YouTube channel grew from 1 million to 2 million subscribers by July 2021. His business went from a side hustle to a multi-million-dollar company employing over 20 full-time staff members. By August 2021, the business was generating $3 million in annual revenue. But the Part-Time YouTuber Academy was just getting started. After some strategic improvements to their offer creation, Ali's reported cohort went from $300,000 to a whopping $1.9 million per cohort. Think about that scaling. Ali went from making $250,000 in his first week to making nearly $2 million per course cohort. That's not business growth, that's exponential value creation. And the results spoke for themselves. The Part-Time YouTuber Academy had helped over 3,000 students, with many reaching 100,000 subscribers. Ali wasn't just making money, he was genuinely changing lives. The productivity guru. By this point, Ali had made a crucial pivot. He was no longer just the medical student YouTuber, he had become the productivity expert. His content evolved from medical school tips to broader life optimization strategies. This wasn't accidental. Ali had discovered something profound about productivity that most people miss. The secret to productivity isn't discipline, it's joy. The insight would become the foundation of everything he built afterwards. As Ali explained, feeling good is actually the way to become more productive. Whereas trying to coerce yourself trying to use grit and willpower and discipline and all of these negative emotions to get yourself to do something, that only works for so long before you burn out. But if you're feeling good about something, then you can do that thing forever. This philosophy wasn't just theoretical for Ali, it was autobiographical. He had managed to excel in medical school, build a business, grow a YouTube channel, and maintain his sanity, all because he had figured out how to make the work feel good. In 2022, Ali finally made the decision to leave medicine permanently. No more Dr. Abdaal. Now he was Ali Abdaal, entrepreneur full-time, the New York Times bestseller. But Ali wasn't content with just YouTube success. In 2023, he published his first book, Feel Good Productivity: How to Do More of What Really Matters to You. The book wasn't just another productivity hack collection, it was a research-backed exploration of Ali's core philosophy, that productivity and happiness aren't opposites, they're symbiotic. The book debuted as a New York Times bestseller, cementing Ali's position not just as a YouTuber, but as a thought leader in the productivity space. The success wasn't accidental. Ali had spent years testing these ideas, first on himself, then with his millions of YouTube followers, then with thousands of course students. The book was the culmination of a decade of experimentation and optimization. The Empire. Today, Ali Abdaal's empire is mind-boggling in its scope and success. His main YouTube channel has over 5 million subscribers. His business now earns over $350,000 monthly through courses and products. He hosts the Deep Dive podcast, interviewing everyone from productivity experts to famous YouTubers. SixMed, the business he started in university, is still running and has supported thousands of students on their medical school journeys. The part-time YouTuber Academy continues to run cohorts with course launches bringing in $400,000 in a single day. But perhaps most impressively, Ali has managed to build what he calls a lifestyle business. He's focused more on work-life balance and less on growth and scale. He's created a business that serves his life rather than consuming it. The lessons. So, what can we learn from Ali Abdaal's extraordinary journey? First, skills compound. That web design ability Ali learned at 12 to fund his gaming habit became the foundation for building SixMed's website, which became the marketing engine for his YouTube channel, which became the platform for his courses. Second, systems beat goals. Ali didn't just stumble into success, he built systems for content creation, for studying, for productivity, for business operations. Every aspect of his success was systematized and optimized. Third, identity is fluid. Ali went from an aspiring plastic surgeon to YouTube productivity expert. He didn't let his past investment in medicine trap him into a career that no longer served his goals. Fourth, teaching scales impact. As a doctor, Ali could only help hundreds of patients. As a YouTube educator, he's helped millions of people optimize their lives and careers. Fifth, authenticity wins. Ali's content works because it's genuinely helpful. He's not selling snake oil or quick fixes. He's sharing evidence-based strategies that actually work. Closing. Ali Abdaal's story is ultimately about transformation, not just his own, but the transformation he's enabled for millions of others. From that 12-year-old coding websites in his bedroom to a multi-millionaire entrepreneur impacting lives globally, his journey proves that with the right systems, mindset, and willingness to evolve, extraordinary things are possible. As Ali himself puts it, basically, you just need 3 things to change your life. Number 1, create useful content. Number 2, post it once a week. And number 3, do that for 2 years. And if you do that, I can 100% guarantee that your life will change in ways that you can't imagine. The question isn't whether this formula works. Ali's life is proof that it does. The question is, what will you do with this knowledge?